Hey guys, Mixed Media Girl here. So today we're going to do some awesome acrylic pouring on Christmas ornaments. These are just the plastic ones from Michael's. I usually get it in a box of, I think it's like 25, and they have them for $20, but I use my coupon, so they're usually like $10, which makes them really cheap. And I get just a piece of foam. This is from the dollar store, but I'm sure you could get bigger ones, like if you wanted to do more at a time. And I just put popsicle sticks in these. These popsicle sticks are also from the dollar store. And then I place the Christmas ornament on it. I'm sure there's other, like, you could put probably any stick on there and it's not going to really matter. So I'm using my acrylic paint. These are Artist Loft Flow Acrylics mixed with Floetrol and water. You can use any acrylic paint whatsoever, and I'm sure you can also do it without Floetrol, probably just taking some craft paints and pouring it on there. You do not need a lot of paint. I'm going to show you a couple techniques here. The first one I'm going to show is a dirty pour technique, and this is kind of basically the tree ring technique, and I've found the easiest way to get the ornament covered with the least amount of paint. Now I have tried it a couple years ago. I did a video on putting paint on the inside of the ornament, and that I found worked sometimes depending on what paint you're using, and sometimes it didn't work at all. So that's why I started doing it this way. And so I'm going to just start in the middle of the ornament, and I'm going to pour kind of in a bit of a circular fashion. Oh, it's going to spin until it's covered. That looks like a lollipop. And you really don't need much. So I used maybe a couple ounces there. I did not even use my whole cup. I do have parchment paper here to catch any excess runoff. You could put parchment paper on top of the foam as well if you want, but I found that to not really be worth it. Like, there wasn't really enough paint on there even to do anything with. So I'm just going to do this second one with these same colors because I have them in my cup already. It's totally different though because of how I layered the colors in the cup. So that's good. Okay, so that's the dirty pour method. The next method is the clean pour method, which is I'm going to pour the colors on here one at a time. This method definitely takes longer, and I found that it uses more paint as well because it's harder to get complete coverage. But it will just give you a completely different look. So here we go. I'll probably speed this part up because, like I said, it takes a bit to get full coverage. And the key I found is to just pour really slowly. You don't need a lot of paint, so you're just trying to get full coverage without using too much paint. So that's all I'm going to do with that one. Found it super hard to get the full coverage. I'm going to take you down to the side in just a second and show you how this looks. A couple notes on this one with the clean pour is you can pre-paint the ornament, just a solid color so you have a background color. You can also totally leave the clear spots. I actually don't mind them at all. I think they kind of look cool. And any of these techniques, you can do it on already colored ornaments. So if you have any of the ones that you just buy that are like red or silver or whatever, you can do it on those. You can do it on glass. I usually use the plastic ones because I don't want to have to worry about breaking them, and this way I can ship them easy. They're light and I don't have to worry about them breaking. So I'm going to take you down to the side view here. All right, so here are the two that we did with the dirty pour. I love them. They're like pieces of candy, like almost like jawbreakers, This was the clean pour. So you can see down here that there were a couple spots that I missed. These ones definitely have better coverage on them. So it's just a couple techniques. And yeah, just whatever your preference is. These are going to look totally different when dry because they're going to keep running down So we're going to come back when these are all dry and I'll show you how I seal them, and then we'll take a look at the final result. Okay guys, we're back. These are totally dry. So this is the first one. So you can see we got full coverage. I like this kind of little twirl it has at the bottom. We got some really cool designs. This is the second one, the one that was in the middle. Also full coverage. So remember, it's going to hang like this. So no matter how cool it looks on the bottom, you're mainly going to see the top. And then this is the one with the clean pour. Did not get full coverage, but it's still awesome. So we're going to seal these. Now, a really easy way is to just simply take them outside and spray them with Rust-Oleum Crystal Clear enamel spray. But for today, I'm going to try this. We're going to use Liquitex gloss medium and varnish just for funsies. Just because I haven't tried it before, so I thought, why not? But you could literally use any varnish. I'm sure you could use Mod Podge. So you can see right away how it does bring out the colors again, makes it pop. And I'm sure also that this isn't necessarily required, but I think if it's like going to be something you're going to want to keep for years and years and years, I would definitely recommend sealing it with something. So yeah, any kind of varnish. You can even resin it. You can use the Rust-Oleum Crystal Clear enamel or any of the clear sprays. Just thought that this would be a fun thing to try. All right, so I'm going to do all of these in the same fashion, and then we'll come back when that is dry. We'll put them all together and see the final product. Okay guys, we're back. These are now fully complete. So I used this sheer ribbon that I got from the dollar store and just cut off pieces and attached it. You can of course use hangers and whatnot, but I like the ribbon. I think it gives it a little bit of a more elegant look. You can also of course write at this point names or put stickers, you know, or paint names, anything like that to customize it even further, like Johnson Family 2019, etc. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I wanted to say one other thing before I sign off, because I know I'm going to get this question of how long do you have to wait before you can seal these. A normal canvas that you do an acrylic pour on, you want to generally wait a few weeks and maybe even a month, depending on your temperature, humidity. These, you do not need to wait that long. And anyone that says you need to wait a month, they're just ridiculous, because this is plastic. It's also super thin. The paint on here is really thin because you've run most of it off. So it actually dries really quick, and if you're in a hot, dry environment, these will be fully dry within just a couple days. So you don't need to wait very long. I would say a few days to maybe a week at most, depending on where you are. And there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, happy ornament making, and I'll see you next time.